So let's talk about VIPTeacher. So what is it? Are they hiring? And what you need to do to get hired? So VIPTeacher used to be VIPKid. And VIPKid back in the day was like the most popular online ESL school like in the world. They had so many teachers and students, like you could sign on and you would be fully booked. Like they just had enough students to go around. It was a great company. I started working for VIPKid back in 2020 at the beginning of COVID. I was working as a kindergarten teacher at the time, and I used it like as like a part-time job. So I would work just like weekends and to fill in some gaps in my schedule. And it was enough. It was great. And then in 2021, in the summer of 2021, China introduced the double reduction policy, and that changed the like online ESL industry in China. And VIPKid, it changed drastically after that, but they rebranded and they came back as VIPTeacher. So things are different, but a lot of things are still the same. So I kept my contract, even though I wasn't actively teaching with them from 2021 until 2023. I wasn't actively teaching on the platform, but I still renewed my contract. And now they are hiring again. I am working for them again. I've been working with them full time now since 2023. So it's been a while now that I'm fully booked. I have a full schedule. I do not have the same students I had before. I have different students, and that's okay. I like my students. But yeah, the classes are similar to the old classes. So, it was really easy to sort of jump back into it. So if you are wanting to work for VIPTeacher, they are currently hiring. They are hiring, and you can use my referral code below if you're interested in applying. But here are some things you need to know before you do your application. VIPTeacher only hires teachers from Canada and the USA. And that's it. And you will have to prove your citizenship. So I had to upload I'm Canadian, I had to upload my passport and stuff. And for people in the USA, they don't hire from every state due to tax laws. For example, California, New York State, Washington, and there may be others, you'll have to check. But I know that they don't hire from every state. So you'll have to check to see if your state is one of the states that they don't hire from. Canadians, you're fine. Anyone from Canada can apply if you meet the other requirements. So the other requirements are you have to have a bachelor degree and a teaching certificate. So your teaching certificate could also be a TEFL certificate. If you don't have one, you can get them online. I recommend one from Premier TEFL. I'll put the link below, but they look like a good company to get it. I have a Cambridge CELTA, so I did an in-class, it was a really intense course. And so I used that when I hired, and it was fine. I just uploaded my degree and my CELTA certificate and my passport showing my citizenship, and it was fine. So once they accept your application, you will be asked to do a mock interview or mock lesson, with someone pretending to be a student. So you'll set up a time, and they'll give you the slides. You'll know what you're teaching before you sign on. So don't worry about that. They'll give you all the materials that you need. This is the lesson you're going to teach. Go through, watch videos, figure out what they're looking for, right? Because they're looking for a specific style of teaching. Now, once you get hired, you don't have to really do everything in that way. You can have your own style. But for this mock demo lesson, you have to do it their way. So they will give you the slides, and you'll sign on. You'll meet with a person who will pretend to be a child of a certain age, and you will teach them, and then they'll tell you yes or no if you got through. If you do get through, then once you're hired, you will have to do some sort of criminal record check and stuff like that. And then you'll have to certify in a bunch of different levels in order to teach those levels. So yeah, they are hiring right now. If you're interested, I would say apply, use my referral code. They're a great company to work for. Even if you don't want to do it full time, it's fine. Like you can just sign on. You don't even have to teach a minimum number of classes. Like you can just have empty contracts. Like each contract is 6 months long. Like you don't even have to do any teaching on these contracts. So it's something to have for a rainy day even. So I really recommend checking out VIP Teacher.